rock it low, get a bar. I am Crip, so subscribe to his YouTube. You might see some shit you never seen up on the news. I'm talking worldwide shit happens on the map. You know we representing Sacramento, so we spitting facts. Hit subscribe, hit the link to his YouTube. You might find out what the whole world's hiding from us fools. I'm talking about them pale face niggas on the game. They never want to see us blow up and really hit the fame.
So ODM Slim wants to give Sharp a haircut, the fade variety, right? Now, okay, so I heard the clip back on Fig. I'm not in agreement of the reason, but it ain't for me to be in agreement with. And two, I actually agree that he need to get some paws put on him. And I'll tell you why. So, it go back to the Kelpie thing, right? One, he talk about being accountable, right? He was not accountable when it came down to the Kelpie situation on his behalf, right? Two, he always talking about guiding you and not misguiding you, right? So, okay, you gave him a ripping, you gave him a chopping, right? Okay, then, but where's the guidance after that, though, right? He didn't give that, right? It just was, use a B, you this, you that, you know what I mean? Just flexing on him, just demeaning the man, just making the man feel small, right? He's a, little boy when it comes down to the mental though, but if society sees him as a man, and we're supposed to be giving respect. And one thing for sure, on Sharp's podcast, there was no respect given. Sharp fumbled that. He fumbled that, right? What does he do with the women that's so near? He'll give them a chop and they be like, but I just want to see you. But where was that energy at for the man, right? Especially for a fan, that's somebody that told you that he looked up to you. That's why he need them hands and feet put on. And that's why I'm not against ODM Slim giving that man a haircut. Giving him a nice little fade. Right? Because you flexed on him, you was like, oh, that macho man, right? But I know for sure that you don't have that energy for nobody else. Two, you supposed to be a gentleman. And that was not gentleman-like behavior. You see, you can get all that thing full. See, I think that No Jumper podcast is getting to his head. Because the way he handled that Kelpie situation, there was no humbleness in that situation. So yes, I agree with ODM that he should get them paws put on him. And ODM said he wanted to be the one to do it, right? So with that being the case, man, it'll be interesting to see their response, because I believe that the response that he had will not be like the way that he had with Kelpie, as far as on Sharp's side. That was just out of line, Like, I understand that a lot of this thing is entertainment, though. But as stated before, that's a little boy, though, man. Yeah, he don't want to be. Yeah, he not that. He's an imposter. But we understood that, and you knew that beforehand, right? You wanted that man on because that man didn't hit viral. He's viral with it. And I get a sense that Sharp does some lying. And of course, he doesn't hold himself accountable. And as a man, accountability is what you must have within oneself. And he didn't have that. As stated before, there's no man above correction, and anybody can get it. right? Whether you supposed to, whether you from the set, you some ism, whatever the case may be, you out of line, you got to get put in line. And Sharp was out of line, right? So regardless, like I said, of reasoning, because it's not mine, it's not my, I shouldn't judge nobody's reasoning. Hey, if he feel like something is fade worthy, then that's him, right? But like I said, me and ODM can come on one accord and say that Sharp does need them hands and feet put on him. For ODM's reason, and I have my reasons. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to put the pause on him, you know what I mean? But I agree, though, you know what I mean? And that is some must-see TV, you know? But will it happen? Probably not, you know? Sharp doesn't strike me as that type of dude to get into a tussle. He talk tough, but it ain't tough. See, we got to stop, you know what I mean? See, everybody, like I said, man, as soon as you get on camera, you can be anybody that you want to be. You can put on this character, and every time they see you, they want to see that character. So every time they see Sharp, they want to see that character that he puts on. But this character went a little bit too far. And now you had Almighty feed off on the energy from the first video, because I'm pretty sure Almighty would have not even had that type of energy if it wasn't for Sharp. But like I said, he was young and impressionable, and now Almighty brought that energy to that, which led in Almighty putting the pause on him. So like as I stated in the other video, this all stems from Sharp. And I peeked this live. I didn't get to watch the whole thing because this is too long. I didn't feel like watching all that. But one thing I did see was a lack of accountability in his live. They talk about Kelpie did this, but y'all was calling Kelpie all kind of bees and stuff, though, in the last video. But ain't nobody talking about that, though. So now all of a sudden, Kelpie in the wrong because he had the same energy. But if Kelpie was a real goon, Kelpie should have put pause on both of them. But we know Kelpie not that. So you picked on the weak, and that's what I can't stand. I can't stand nobody picking on the weak. Regardless of, man, there's a whole bunch of, there's a whole bunch of frauds. There's a whole bunch of people impersonated. And if that was the case, Sharp, why you ain't get at Almighty? Because quite frankly, I didn't see the difference between Kelpie and Almighty when it comes down to what they claim. If we just being real. Come on. But it is what it is, man. It's Sharp Entertainment at the end of the day. And that's exactly what Sharp and them gave you. But regardless, man, whether it was on the internet or in person, you got to be held you got to be held accountable. And sometimes, man, the accountability may come in the form of getting the pause put on you. But it is what it is, man. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe, though, man.